It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
From Tornado Alley, we welcome you to CVC Boys High School Hoops on the WBCB Sports Network, where tonight it is senior night here in the state capitol as the 14-6 Trenton Tornadoes get set to host the 15-5 Lawrence Cardinals. And a pleasant good evening to everyone. Alongside the Mercer County Hall of Famer Rich Fisher, I'm Jordan Hirsch. Well, Fish, this is the final day where teams can rack up power points as we come towards the CVC tournament, which is going to get started in just 6 days from now. With a win tonight, these power-packed Lawrence Cardinals, in all likelihood, would clinch the #1 seed. Trenton currently sits in the 3 seed. They would need a win and some help, but the #1 seed still very much in play for both of these squads.
Yeah, I mean, it's really up in the air. First of all, Lawrence comes in here blistering hot. 8-game winning streak, victories in 11 of their last 12 games. And Trenton's coming off a grueling after Pennington, which we were at. And they just, you know, as you saw, they had to scratch and claw from a 9-point deficit to hold off the feisty Redhawks. And they had to win that in order to keep themselves, you know, in a spot to maybe get that 1 or 2 spot. I mean, this is really big for the seeding. It's all based on power points. Right now, Lawrence leads in power points with 27.337. Ewing second at 25.731. Trenton third with 24.866. And yesterday's action really allowed Lawrence to leap. It allowed Lawrence to leap past Ewing, which was idle, and it gave the Cards a bigger cushion against Trenton. The Cardinals picked up 6 quality points and 30 residual points with their win over Robbinsville. Trenton got just 6 quality points and 12 residuals with the Pennington win. So I don't know. I'm guessing if Trenton wins, it could move past Ewing. But that depends on what the Devils do against, who did we say it was, Camden Eastside?
Yes.
I'm not sure if it would pick up enough points to get past Lawrence either way. But as you said, one thing we do know, if Lawrence wins, they'll be the #1 seed. And I'm guessing Ewing would stay at 2 and Trenton at 3 unless Hopewell manages to sneak in somehow. One thing that makes it hard to tell is only a team's best 16 games count. So a previous game will be dropped for both sides after this. And that kind of reconfigures things even more. So it's kind of funny. I talked to Pup Young earlier today, and he said, and I quote, "I think today's win will give us a good opportunity to get the #1 seed, but I'm just letting it play out. Got to secure the win and wish for the best." Now, I didn't reach out to Jeff Molinelli because I didn't want to ask him, do you think if you lose, you'll be out of the top spot? I never like to ask a coach the scenario about his team losing because they're just focused on winning. So I didn't bother reaching out to Jeff. All that aside, my friend, this game goes well beyond seeding. These two teams could eventually meet again in the CVCT. They like to make a statement against each other. This would be a good confidence builder, although I think Lawrence has a lot of confidence now. And it would also provide momentum heading into Tuesday's first-round games. You know, both sides come in with big-time scorers. Marvin McNeil and Michael Carrick for Lawrence. Juan Sanchez, Abai Ingram, Jaden English-Fulton for Trenton. Although it's concerning for the Tornadoes, English-Fulton with just 2 points in the last 2 games. And as we saw, he sat the bench for Mussey yesterday's game. Anyway, both these teams are athletic, both can run, both can defend. We have recently seen Trenton in games where other teams want to control the tempo. I don't think there's going to be much of that today. Both these teams like to get out and get after it. It's a great regular season game just before tournament time. It's the last CVC game for Trenton. Lawrence still has Ewing on February 14th. which that's a tough game to have between the CVC quarterfinals and semifinals. But we'll worry about all that later. It promises to be a really good matchup tonight, and I only wish I could be here when it was all over.
Well, today's game on WBCB is being brought to you by Kessel Dermatology, the Capital Health System, Team Toyota, the Revere Restaurant, the New Jersey Education Association, the Temperance House, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, the City of Trenton, the Trentonian, the Capital Area YMCA, Haldeman Ford, the Trenton Thunder, Morrisville Chiropractic, DiLorenzo's Pizza, and Hyundai of Trenton. Postseason implications on the line, but as Fish just said, we got to put all that aside for just a little bit, because when we come back, we will have the senior night ceremonies here from Tornado Alley right after this on WBCB.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, I'm Errol Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation, and that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time, where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Back here at Trenton Central High School, senior night ceremonies about set to get underway. The teams, the cheerleaders, they're lining up just a few moments away from those ceremonies. While we wait, Fish, you mentioned Trenton coming off that 48-44 win against Pennington yesterday. The 44 points they allowed, that's the second fewest they've given up all season long. A Trenton team not really known for their defense. The 48 that they scored is the fewest all year, and the fewest they've scored in a win since January 16th of 2025. As for Lawrence, coming in red hot, winners of 8 in a row, beat Robbinsville yesterday at home 64-49 in that game. Marvin McNeil, Michael Carrick, and Josh Wilson combined for 47 of those 64 points. As for this matchup, Lawrence has taken each of the last 2, each by the score of 55-49. Both of those games being played at Lawrence. Trenton had taken the previous 3 in a series that's been relatively low scoring since the decade flipped to the 2020s.
Yeah, I mean, Trenton's not, they'll give up points, but they are a defensive-minded team. They like to score off their defense. They like to get turnovers. And, when you do that, sometimes you give up easy layups, too, if they break the press. But, I wouldn't say Trenton is a bad defensive team. I mean, when they play defense the way they're capable of, that's when they're at their best. But I guess you could say that about a lot of teams. But I don't know. Well, I think this game is just going to be – I think this is going to be at a frenetic pace.
Yeah,
both full court and half court.
I only mention that just because Trenton, again, not known for their defense because they're known for their offense, leading the CVC in scoring at 66.4 points per game. It's a battle of power versus power, though, because Lawrence, their defense is holding opponents just 50.6 a night on average this season. That's second in the Valley. And we'll turn it over to our PA man, Freedom, for our senior night ceremonies here at Trenton Central High School.
Next up is Jamea Taylor. She's being escorted out by family and friends. She's going to be attending Lincoln University.
So I guess our next games are Tuesday, right? CVC openers.
Next up is Anala Jeanette. She's being escorted out by family and friends. She brought back up. She's going to be attending Delaware State University. Next up, Alashli Mohin. Hope I said that right. Once again, she's being escorted out by family. She's going to be attending college and studying social work. Next up, Janasia Scott. She's going to be escorted out by family and friends. She's going to be attending college and studying nursing. Next up is Egypt Smith. She again will be escorted out by family and friends. She's going to be attending Delaware State University. And last but not least, Linda Cantu Batista. Escorted out again by family and friends. She's going to be going to school to become an NICU nurse. All right, now we have our basketball players. Give them a round of applause now. I'm sorry. Got to get the picture. Let's give our cheerleaders another round of applause. Them and their amazing families, your seniors. We good? Now we'll move on to our basketball seniors. First up, Malik Again, he'll be escorted out by family and friends. Brought back up. Plans on taking an internship under sports management for the Brooklyn Nets. Next up, he's been the student with name families and friends. He was recognized as December Student of the Month. He plans on being a student 2.2 sports star at the college level. He's being recruited right now by William Patterson, Seton Hall, St. Thomas, Aquinas, West Virginia, and a number of other colleges. He is undecided at this time. He is heavily recruited. Next up, Gamar Davidson. He's being escorted out by his brother. Plans on attending Compton State University. Next up, Donald Jackson. He's been escorted by family and friends. He plans to pursue an accounting degree in college, accepted to Cotton State, Rowan State, Delaware State, William Patterson, Seton Hall, and Monmouth University. On a great path, young man. Next up, we call him the dunking forward, J.R. English Bolton. He's been escorted by family and friends. His mom let him know to get his name right, or else there'll be some smoke in here. After accepting the North Carolina A&T, Lincoln University, Rutgers, Rider, and Temple, he's undecided, but he's locked and loaded. Next up, we call the little general, Juan Sanchez. He's being escorted by family and friends. Plans on playing ball at the collegiate level, pursuing his degree. He's been accepted to Norfolk, Delaware State, TCNJ, Montclair, and Cotton State. He's undecided, but again, he's locked and loaded. Last but not least, we call him Stay Ready, Stalin Hernandez. He was scored out by Duke. He plans to play college baseball. After deciding on the school yet, but he's looking at Rutgers, Penn State, Michigan State, Seton Hall, Arizona. He also plays baseball as well. And he has dreams of becoming an athletic director of the free. You can go ahead and put your hands together for all of our amazing seniors.
Well, there you go, the senior class here at Trenton Central High School being honored as part of the senior night ceremonies as they get set to take on Lawrence with CVC tournament implications all on the line. You get a chance right there to get a look at all of the seniors on the team. Saw the seniors in the cheerleading squad as well before. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have opening lineups and tip-off. Trenton, Lawrence, right after this on WBCB.
Hi, this is Mike Mancinelli inviting you to join me live at the Temperance House in the heart of Newtown, PA for our big game preview show, Thursday, February 5th at 5 p.m. We'll be video streaming live on YouTube at WBCB Sports and on Patterson, where you can ask me questions, give me your thoughts, and stop by to have some of the best happy hour options in Bucks County at the Temperance House. So come, join me, Mike Missinelli, Thursday, February 5th, 5 p.m. for our big game preview show live from the Temperance House in Newtown, PA.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, I'm Errol Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Hi, this is Mike Missinelli inviting you to join me live at the Temperance House in the heart of Newtown, PA for our big game preview show, Thursday, February 5th at 5 p.m. We'll be video streaming live on YouTube at WBCB Sports and on Patterson, where you can ask me questions, give me your thoughts, and stop by to have some of the best happy hour options in Bucks County at the Temperance House. So come, join me, Mike Missinelli, Thursday, February 5th, 5 p.m. for our big game preview show live from the Temperance House in Newtown, PA.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, I'm Errol Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Hi, this is Mike Missinelli inviting you to join me live at the Temperance House in the heart of Newtown, PA for our big game preview show, Thursday, February 5th at 5 p.m. We'll be video streaming live on YouTube at WBCB Sports and on Pattison, where you can ask me questions, give me your thoughts, and stop by to have some of the best happy hour options in Bucks County at the Temperance House. So come, join me, Mike Missinelli, Thursday, February 5th, 5 p.m. for our big game preview show live from the Temperance House in Newtown, PA.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Back here from Trenton Central High School. It's time to meet tonight's starters, and we'll turn it once again over to Freedom, the PA voice here inside Tornado Alley, as he introduces the starters first for the Lawrence Cardinals and then for the Trenton Tornadoes.
And now the starter visiting Lawrence Bulls. Number 1, a senior, Michael Carroll. Number 2, a senior, Billy Amos Whitfield. Number 4, a senior, Daniel Ryan. Number 5, a junior, Josh Wilson. And number 11, a senior, Morgan McNeil. It was Jeff Cardinals, T-shirt reading 24.
Sounds very laid back tonight.
Bible studies on Monday, so you know what time it is to do. Put your hands together for those tornadoes. Number 21, a senior, Donald Jackson. Number 15, a senior, Stalin Hernandez. The dunking goal, number 4, Jaden English Bolton. Number 5, the senior, Ave Ingram. And number 3, the general, number 2, Juan Sanchez. And goes down, Puppy Dog, Bentley, 65, Miller, Bill, and Kirby.
An all-senior starting lineup for the Tornadoes here on senior night, going with Juan Sanchez, Jadon English-Fulton, Ave Ingram, Stalin Hernandez, and Donald Jackson. As for Jeff Molinelli's Cardinals, Michael Carrick, Blake Amos Whitfield, Daniel LaFontaine, Josh Wilson, and last year's Mercer County Player of the Year, Marvin McNeil.
Yeah, if Lawrence wants to hit the boards early with Caleb Smith out, now's their time to do it. Nice to see Stalin Hernandez getting the start. He likes to come over to the table before games and fist bump us, give us a smile. So good to see him in that starting lineup.
Yeah, Stalin Hernandez has kind of become our #1 fan throughout this season here at Trenton Central. I would think it won't be long until we see Jaharis Ramos and Caleb Smith, but for now, Jadon English-Fulton in there to take the jump ball against his opposite number 4, Daniel LaFontaine. Lawrence with a win clinches the first seed in the CVC tournament. Trenton, a win and some help. They'll have a shot at the #1 seed, and they control the opening tip.
We keep talking about the CVC. They're going for state power points, too. That's important to remember.
Yeah, Lawrence, if the season ended today, they'd be the #1 seed in the Central Jersey 3 bracket. Hernandez can't get the roll that time. The rebound wrestled for, and we've got a jump ball. We saw certainly some very quick whistles last night, Fish, with those jump balls, and we see one in the first 24 seconds tonight.
Yeah, didn't seem like that much. So I was at the girls' game, PDS and Notre Dame Monday. There had to be 15 jump balls on rebounds.
And the possession arrow is with the Cardinals. Because of the jump ball, Trenton can set up this press that they weren't really able to get into until about midway through the third last night.
Yeah, when they did, off they went.
And Ingram forces the steal on Carrick, whips a pass. It's Sanchez underneath, Donald Jackson off glass. Rebound tipped around. English-Fulton has it, he goes up, that's no good. And Lawrence settles the rebound. Trenton comes up with the steal, though, and Sanchez can't float it home.
Huh.
The Tornadoes with a very cold start. What, 0 for 4 now in the first 54 seconds?
5, yeah.
Again, that's what happened yesterday. A very cold first half, got hot in the third quarter. Jackson makes the move but can't finish underneath. And the ball knocked out of bounds, last hit by Josh Wilson of Lawrence.
Well, they're 0 for 5, but Lawrence is 0 for 0. They haven't even gotten a shot yet. 2 turnovers. Only a minute gone.
Floor general Juan Sanchez with a tough floater that hits the back of the rim, and English-Fulton's able to clean it up. And finally, Trenton gets on the board. It only took a little over a minute, but it took 6 shots. Marvin McNeil attacks the glass and gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 1 more. And so Trenton, it takes a bunch of bites at the apple, and Marvin McNeil just comes down and says, you know what? All I need is a quick burst to get to the hoop for 2 and a chance for 3.
Yes, it was so quick I didn't see it as I was marking down English-Fulton's basket. Good thing you're paying attention, my friend.
Well, Marvin McNeil, the team leader in a bunch of categories for Lawrence. Team leader in scoring, assists, steals, threes made, second in rebounding. The reigning Mercer County Player of the Year.
He is the ultimate gym rat, Marvin McNeil.
Ingram finds Sanchez wide open at the block for the layup.
Well, those two have done that a lot over their time here. And sure, they love to do it a lot here on senior night.
That's good defense by Jackson on LaFont and leads to the run out. Sanchez buries the three. Juan Sanchez had his 24-game streak, knocking down at least one three-pointer, broken yesterday, and it takes him less than 2 minutes to possibly start a new streak tonight.
Yeah, we had 1 3 in that whole game yesterday. Ave Ingram in the first quarter and then none after.
Nice move by Carrick, but can't hit. English Fulton leads the charge the other way, looking to go coast to coast. Rebound ripped down by Blake Amos Whitfield, the West Windsor North transfer, and Lawrence with another turnover. English Fulton picked up the dribble. Here's Sanchez, same spot, same result.
Timeout.
Jeff Molinelli has seen enough. The Tornadoes, since missing their first 6 shots, have gotten red hot. Juan Sanchez buries a pair of threes, and they've got a 7-point lead.
I think important to note, Jaden English Fulton has been very active here in the early going, and I mean, I don't know if Pup had to talk to him or what, because he sat him a long time yesterday, but he's coming out really active and really intense. Go ahead, do your read.
It was the first time for English Fulton, and you bring up a good point, Fish, that English Fulton, he scored no points yesterday. First time he was held scoreless in a game in over 2 years. You have to go back to his time at STEM Civics as a sophomore. January 31st, 2024 was the last time he was held scoreless in a game. And he didn't play for the better part of that second half. Really only came in at the end of the fourth quarter because Jasir Whitaker had fouled out.
Right, foul trouble.
And English Fulton certainly making his presence felt here in the early going.
Yeah, he's got a bucket and 4 rebounds already.
He only scored 29 points and eclipsed 1,000 the last time he played here at home. Missed Saturday's game against Hunterdon Central.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
Yeah, McNeil with the fadeaway. Silky smooth that time. Marvin McNeil has all 5 points for his Cardinals.
That was a big-time shot right there.
Sanchez going to work on Amos Whitfield, who came up with the denial, but turned it right back over. Ingram all the way in. Can't spin it home. They scrap for it, and McNeil comes away with it. McNeil, a step-back tray. And the rebound right there again. It's Jadon English Fulton. And they say he was the last to touch it, so Cardinals basketball as it rolls into the Trenton bench.
A little helter-skelter here the first 3 minutes. That's what happens when you get a game like this. You got some nerves you got to work out. Once that happens, all the good stuff will be happening when I'm motoring on my way to bell practice.
Yeah, and don't think that we're not going to get into that as the game goes along, as Michael Carrick misfires from outside. Fish is only here for half the game, folks. He's got other responsibilities later tonight as McNeil comes up well off on that shot. And Juan Sanchez 0 to 60 in about 3 seconds, floats it off glass and can't get the roll. And then a foul against the Tornadoes as Wilson was the one in there wrestling and grabbing that board.
You don't see Sanchez missing shots like that too often. Sanchez yesterday was just phenomenal. Last minute 40, he went 7 for 8 from the line. Scored the game's last 7 points.
Ingram with a pickpocket on Michael Carrick. Backs him down, float game is good. And Ave Ingram gets on the board after a 14-point performance from him yesterday. It was Ave, Juan Sanchez, and Caleb Smith, the only 3 Tornadoes who scored. And it was enough as they got that 4-point win.
And it was weird. Like, in the first 3 quarters, only 3 guys scored for Pennington as well. And in the end, Pennington had 44 points. The 3 guys had 41 of them. So it wasn't what you were calling balanced attacks from either team yesterday.
The junior guard, Quinn Cahill, is checked in for the first time for Lawrence. Cardinals defense has really been struggling here through the opening 4 minutes. A defense that typically holds teams to under 51 points a game. They've already given up 12. They haven't allowed 65 to a team all season long. Trenton, meanwhile, has scored 65 or more 11 times. As Wilson trying to carve out some space, and English Fulton forces the tough shot and the miss. The leading scorer in the CVC, Ave Ingram. That time he gets fouled by Wilson. And one of the better stories out of Mercer County sports, Deacon Moore checking in. Deacon Moore tore his ACL in late April on the baseball diamond last year, made it a goal of his to get back for opening night for Cardinals basketball, and he was able to get in that game against Notre Dame. Just a 7-month, really less than 7-month recovery, or a little over 7-month recovery time for Deacon Moore from ACL surgery.
That is fast recovery. That is a great story. And his father was your professor at Rider, so you have told me.
That's correct. His brother, of course, a standout on the baseball diamond, as a travel is called against Michael Carrick. His brother Kellen pitching collegiately at Lafayette.
Yeah.
Deacon will be playing at Rider, just up the road.
5 turnovers now for the Cardinals. Very sloppy start.
This is Jamari Davidson, the senior, getting some run, dishing to Ave Ingram, who doesn't even need the rim on that 3.
Well, I think he aimed at the rim.
He aimed at it, but he didn't need it. All cotton for Ave.
Give the rim some credit.
Nice move that time by Cahill. Knifes inside, but can't get the layup to fall.
Caleb Smith in the game gets a rebound. Caleb had a good game yesterday, 10 and 10.
Ingram, another tray. Rebound English Fulton. He's all over the glass early on, and he uses it to bank that one home, and Jeff Molinelli wants another timeout.
You know it's going bad when you use 2 timeouts in the first quarter, but I don't think Jeff wants this game getting away from him too early. Well, he doesn't want it getting away from him at all, but you don't want Trenton storming to that big lead where you're playing catch-up all night.
Today's game is brought to you as a public service by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office. The Prosecutor's Office has immediate openings for attorneys who have been admitted to practice in New Jersey to serve as assistant prosecutors. If you're passionate about public safety and justice for all, we invite you to join our team and make an impact in your community. Mayor Reed Gusciora of the City of Trenton would like to welcome all students back to school and wish them the best of luck this school term, and wish the Tornadoes the best of luck on the court. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian.
Since I won't see you until after the Super Bowl, what are your Super Bowl plans, my friend?
My Super Bowl plans, I'm going to be down working it live down in the sports complex.
Ah, doing what?
Be helping people out with their bets. I'm sure people are going to be placing some pretty hefty wagers.
You just do it
on
all.
that game.
You're everywhere. You're with James Witherwhite one day, or making bets one day, or taking bets, I should say.
I'll see James on Friday. I'll let him know you said hello.
Yeah, you do that.
James Witherwhite, of course, helping out with hockey coverage across the Mid-Atlantic as Marvin McNeil tried to bank it in. Deacon Moore in a triple team had it wrestled away from him by Sanchez. Nice bounce pass, and Davidson met at the top as he goes up for that layup. Ball out of bounds, staying with Trenton.
I've never met James Witherwhite face to face, but we have had many conversations.
12-point Tornado lead late in quarter number 1. Ingram backing down, fading away. Can't rattle it home.
That thing was halfway down.
Elijah Ale had the rebound, the Notre Dame transfer who's in for the first time. This is Amos Whitfield getting fouled by Davidson. Blake Amos Whitfield, the West Windsor North transfer, averaged 10.5 per game last year, playing on the Central Jersey Group 4 runner-ups. Scored 7 points in West Windsor North's win over these Tornadoes in the quarterfinals of that tournament.
Yep. And as you pointed out when we were prior to the game, when we were off the air, Lawrence is 8-0 since he's become eligible, so he's made a difference.
That's when their 8-game win streak started. McNeil got away with a walk and was able to get the bounce. Marvin McNeil with all 7 for Lawrence. The average is just over 16 a game.
He's the only guy to score, and you don't want that if you're Lawrence.
English Fulton in the middle of the zone goes right to work. Smith has the rebound, and he gets fouled. That's what Caleb Smith was doing early and often yesterday.
Yep.
He was unafraid of the 6'8" Josh Banka-Coker and was still able to collect that double-double.
He has not just yesterday, he's really been coming along in the second half of this season, at least in the games I've seen.
Yeah, that's the first point of the game for Caleb Smith right there, but he scored in double figures in 5 of his last 6 as well as in 6 of his last 8.
Yeah, and he didn't start this game because it's senior night.
Caleb Smith now with 6 double-doubles on the season, and that's big for Darrell Young to see, right? Because Caleb Smith, he's going to be the main returning player for this Tornadoes team next season. It'll be him and Jaharis Ramos, the 2 returning starters.
Right.
I think they might have called a lane violation there because they're not counting that last Caleb Smith free throw.
I think you are right.
So it's still an 11-point game. This is Deacon Moore. You see that brace on that knee as Ingram pokes it away from him once again. And then he took it right back from Whitaker. And finishing inside, Elijah Ale is the first player not named Marvin McNeil to score for the Cardinals. Nice crossover move. Sanchez can't finish it off.
Sanchez did everything right to get the open 3, but just couldn't get it to go down.
And that one's going to belong to the Cardinals. So Lawrence forces a miss. They've already given up these 18 points. We've talked about it, right? They've won 8 in a row. During that stretch, they're allowing under 45 points a game. Right now on pace to give up about 75 tonight.
We've seen these things level out as the games go on.
Too hard off glass that time from Moore. Still time for Trenton. Smith inside, he gets fouled.
Smith making his usual impact. 3 rebounds already. Would have had 4 points if somebody, or two points if somebody hadn't jumped in the lane. Going for his second now.
Yeah, and this back-to-back stretch of games that Trenton's in, of course, playing yesterday and now today, are a big test for Caleb Smith because he was making a lot of his money the last few weeks because he was matched up with players that are shorter than him. 6'5", of course, most guys are, but he played very well against the 6'8" guy yesterday in Banka-Coker, and today going against guys like Elijah Ale, Josh Wilson, and Daniel LaFontaine. As he missed that last free throw, then Cahill couldn't hit it at the buzzer. So 19-9, Trenton on top, 8 minutes down, 24 to go here from Tornado Alley. And make 2026 the year you get in shape at the Capital Area YMCA, 431 Pennington Avenue in Trenton. Exercise for your health, fitness, strength, flexibility, well-being, and confidence. You can call 609-599-9622 or visit capitalymca.org for more information. Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community is Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They've got it all, new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks and a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford here yesterday, here today, here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. 2026 is here, and just around the corner is another summer filled with Trenton Thunder baseball. Full and half-season ticket memberships as well as multi-game packs are on sale now for the 2026 season. And then there's Morrisville Chiropractic, providing quick and effective pain relief through natural healing. At Morrisville Chiropractic, 632 Crown Street, they pledge to make you, the patient, part of their chiropractic family. Open Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 3 to 6 p.m., Tuesdays 1 to 6. Visit MorrisvilleChiropracticCenter.com.
Well, that first quarter, Lawrence did not hit a three-pointer. That makes it 5 quarters in a row at least now that Trenton has not allowed a three-pointer. Trenton shooting just 7 for 22 that quarter, but still holding the 10-point advantage.
It is a Cardinals team that coming into this game and knocked down 67 threes during the season. Part of the reason why they've won 13 of their last 15 is Sanchez can't float that one in. The Cardinals right now, the passing is not real crisp as they try to move up the court. That's another backcourt turnover for them.
That's 7 now.
This is what Trenton wasn't able to do yesterday, right? You see how much different the offense looks when they're forcing these turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, they're not really getting a lot of runouts off these turnovers, but they are converting some buckets. There's a miss. There's Smith again.
Yeah, Caleb Smith is proving to be a problem on the glass. Ingram forced up a tough shot, and then Smith, among a pair of white jerseys, was able to grab the basketball.
And they're not letting them. They're not giving them the putback. They're fouling them.
Some more free throws for Caleb Smith. 2 for 2 at the line that time for the 6'5" junior Caleb Smith, who's a 59% foul shooter.
Biggest lead of the game for the Tornadoes. Cardinals
just need to settle it down right now, trying to get something easy. Nothing has come easy for them so far. This is Josh Wilson, the junior guard. Amos Whitfield had it violently denied by Ingram. Look out if you're sitting down here in the first row, because Ingram just setting that basketball your way. You hear that, Colin? Be alert. That wasn't very far from you.
Yes, Colin, be alert.
Here's LaFontaine, still looking to get on the board. Gives it up. Wilson. He turned it over, trying to kick out to McNeil. Now a race. Sanchez, he wins it but can't hit the layup. Back the other way go the Cardinals. Wilson can't track it down. And I'm able to stop that one with my foot as Colin was, I think, off in La La Land.
Got the ball rolling around under our table here.
You should have seen it before the game, Fish. I had to dive in front of Colin as he was setting up oh so graciously, but I had to save him from getting hit with a rebound.
Really?
Sanchez can't hit that jumper, but he gets his own miss. And no good on the three.
Juan's gotten a little cold here all of a sudden.
McNeil, the head fake, the step back. No, rebound Sanchez again. Forces it ahead. Whitaker hands it off to Jackson for the layup. (23-9). It's all Tornadoes.
Lawrence trying to push it. Looks like Whitaker's going to be called for the foul on the floor.
And Amos Whitfield, after the foul, just tried to go up for a layup and came down holding his leg. Fortunately, he gets back up. But a bit of a scare that time for the senior guard, Blake Amos Whitfield.
Seems like he's okay.
Here's McNeil. He's got an early 7. Gives it up. Carrick penetrates, banks it in. First 2 points of the night for the senior Michael Carrick.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to get too many shots off. He only had 2 shots in that first quarter.
Carrick second on the team in scoring, and he's been red hot recently, averaging 20 points per game in his last 3. He averages just about 12.5 for the year.
Now, if you're Trenton, you want to keep attacking and keep the intensity on.
Ingram has that 3 swirl out, and then Jackson commits a foul going for the rebound.
Because we've seen Trenton have some big leads and then sort of go into a little bit of coach mode sometimes this year.
Yeah, and as for Lawrence, I think the key, just got to stop turning the ball over.
Yeah.
Make Trenton play in the half court, allow your defense to set up, because that's the strength of the Cardinals.
Yep.
And in all honesty, the weakness of the Tornadoes, that half court offense that we've seen become a little stagnant at times.
Yep.
Nice give and go play, but Carrick slid the pivot foot.
Ooh, that's 10 turnovers now for the Cardinals. 10 turnovers, and they're shooting 5 for 16. This is not the Lawrence team we're used to seeing this season. But still a long way to go.
Ingram doubled, got it away. English Fulton behind the back dribble move, lost it. McNeil and English Fulton go to the floor, and a jump ball is called.
That's going to Lawrence.
So the Cardinals are able to get possession back. Again, the Cardinals with a win tonight, in all likelihood, clinch the #1 seed in the CVC tournament that begins on Tuesday. Trenton with a win combined with a Ewing loss against Camden Eastside has a chance at the #1 seed. Carrick on a curling drive. He might have got away with a travel, and somehow that ball crawled over the front of the rim, perhaps defying the laws of physics.
He may have got away with a travel, but he also, I think he got hit after when he shot that ball, too.
And there's a Trenton turnover, but McNeil, he gave it back. Wilson got it back. Layup, no. McNeil's got the rebound. Some chaos ensues underneath.
Yeah.
The ball rolls to Ingram. It's still loose on the deck. Behind the back feed, McNeil. And it's out of bounds going the other way to Trenton.
Whew.
Nobody wanted to get possession that time, and now Darrell Young is going to call timeout.
Yeah, that was exhausting, just watching it.
Well, coming to Hamilton Township, the original DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza. Third-generation family member Tyler DiLorenzo brings back the family recipes his great-grandfather created in 1938 when they started their tomato pie. Soon to be open at 147 Sloan Avenue in Hamilton Township. And there's over 1,400 tariff-free cars ready to go at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue, Ewing Township. They've got Hyundai Konas, Palisades, Tucson, Santa Fe's, Elantras, all priced for immediate sale. 1655 North Olden Avenue. Remember, over 1,400 tariff-free cars waiting for you to test drive now.
So, Jordan.
So, Fish.
Since I have to leave at halftime, would you like me to read the stats before you do all the commercial reads and commercials on the air?
I think that would benefit me and especially our viewers very greatly with Mercer County's favorite segment, the Fish Stats. Smith was thinking about a three that time, instead just gave it right to Amos Whitfield. No look pass, Wilson denied. Sanchez got it cleanly, but then he was out of bounds.
Trenton's getting a little sloppy. 4 turnovers now. Not really looking as good as they were in that first half. They scored 4 points to start this quarter. They haven't gotten anything since. Nice pass.
Inside, wow, English Fulton just jumped over Wilson, who still gets the layup to go. Count it and a foul. That was an athletic play on both ends. That's one of the more impressive fouls I think I've ever seen. Jadon English Fulton just fouled him with his foot. And so now here's Josh Wilson, the junior guard, averaging 9.1 points per game. He's cooled off a bit. He started out very hot in the first half of the season, was scoring over 11 and a half a night in the first 9 games. Since then, just 8.1 points a game in his last 11. In fact, yesterday he dropped 16. That was his first game in double figures since January 15th.
Well, and suddenly Lawrence has cut a 14-point deficit in half with a 7-0 run here.
And a big part of that is because they've stopped turning the ball over.
And they've been getting some turnovers. And Trenton's not hitting shots.
Ingram right to the cup, and
Still
the
in.
Fish jinx.
That was
the reverse jinx, I guess, just got Ave Ingram.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Wilson in a double team. Out to Cahill, floats from the baseline, well short. Hernandez corrals the board. Trenton up by 9. Beautiful feed inside. Sanchez threaded the needle, and Ingram pays it off with the 2. A whistle came in after that play.
And the ref's coming, and AD Matt Paglione talking to one of the referees.
And security over there as well. I wonder if somebody from the crowd was barking.
Could be. Yeah, security coming over, and
they say count the basket. So score 2 for Ave Ingram. He's up to 9.
Yep, and the lead is up to double figures. Matt Paglione saying something to these fans. And that's that. So nothing too exciting just then, but I guess they'll be keeping an eye on that little section over there.
So back to action. Trenton leading by 11. Carrick was trapped in the corner, got it away to Cahill, and then a foul is whistled against the Tornadoes.
Yeah, that's a bad foul.
Here's McNeil going against Sanchez. Out to Ale, and right back to Marvin McNeil. He's been stuck on 7 points for a while. Ale finds Carrick, good fake from the elbow, can't get it, rebound Smith. Tornadoes on top by 11. Can't make it 14 as Ingram left that triple short.
That would have been big. That would have gotten Trenton right back up to a nice 13-point lead after Lawrence worked so hard to get it down to 7.
Carrick drives down Broadway. He gets fouled. Trenton keeps biting for some of these pump fakes. That one allowed Carrick to get inside, and now he'll go to the free throw line for a pair. Michael Carrick, the senior guard, a 70% foul shooter. He scored 17 points yesterday in their win over Robbinsville. And he's got the first right there, so he's up to 5.
He's kind of keeping him in this game right now.
Yeah, and Carrick, he's a guy who started to come on strong late last season, right around this time. Had a pair of double-figure scoring games in February.
Oh, never mind. They didn't put the point up. I was like, wait, did he make it? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
You're good. Carrick goes 2 for 2 that time.
He got 6 in this quarter, picking up the slack for McNeil. And again, those two have been they've been the 1-2 punch.
Trenton going a little smaller now with Whitaker, Davidson, and Juan Sanchez all in the game.
Good find.
Here's the big man, Caleb Smith, working against LaFont and had it stripped by Wilson. Over the double team, no. And Ave Ingram elevates and detonates on the putback.
Wow, that's going to light this crowd up.
On the senior night for Ave Ingram, of course, he had to have some high-flying action as Blake Amos Whitfield is the one who gets fouled, and now he's going to get to at the line.
Crowd's still buzzing. Student section loves it.
Yeah, Ave Ingram.
That's got to be a great feeling. Your senior night, shoveling back down like that.
Oh man,
terrible.
Whoa. Colin, are you blowing some wind in here?
What are you two giggling about over there?
Colin's the reason Amos Whitfield missed that free throw
Why is
badly. I said he was blowing some wind in here, Fish.
Oh, okay.
We love Colin. Everybody in the audience knows we're not taking this seriously. I hope.
Oh yeah, palming it there. That was
carrying it like a loaf of bread.
Yeah, so we need to abuse Colin for a little bit before I go, and the two of you gang up on me, and I'm not here to defend myself.
No, don't worry, Fish. We would never do that to you.
Yeah, I'm going to be going home and listening to the second half of this game.
That's exactly why we wouldn't do it to you, because we know you'll be tuned in.
Yeah. Well, nothing I can do about it.
Tough shot, McNeil. They call it a foul on the floor. I think they're going to say Davidson reached in. It's not going to matter. Trenton's in the penalties, so either way, it's free throws for Marvin McNeil.
Well, these guys are getting to the line. 1, 2, 3,
and
4.
This is not the guy you want to send to the foul line either. He's an 80% free throw shooter.
This will be Lawrence's 6th and 7th foul shots of the of the night, of the quarter, I mean.
First one's up and good. Marvin McNeil, he was one of 6 Mercer County players to eclipse 1,000 points in the month of January. He did it on the 17th in a win over Princeton Day.
That's pretty wild.
The others, of course, Jadon English Fulton, Juan Sanchez of Trenton, Terrence Traylor for Ewing. Thrive Charters, Tyler Hammond, and then Dylan Napoleon, who we just saw last night for Pennington. 8-point game. Sanchez drives the baseline, gets turned back. Here's Whitaker, who's been playing real well as of late. Sanchez, he was open but couldn't handle that dribble. Down to 1:10 to go in the first half. Trenton's scoring has settled a bit.
Yeah, they're kind of calming down, trying to calm it down a little bit here. Oh.
Cahill almost had a clean steal on Sanchez. Ingram from the wing, got it! 14 points for Ave Ingram on his senior night and a pair of triples. It's an 11-point game. McNeil finds Wilson. Cahill back out. McNeil fakes. The freshman Whitaker on him. And Whitaker took it away, but McNeil got it back. Whips a pass. Carrick curls. Wilson pulls. Can't hit. Rebound Smith. What a defensive possession that time, and a great job by Whitaker going up against the 1,000-point scorer Marvin McNeil. Trenton's going to slow it down. Let's see if they hold for the last shot. Ingram with a game-high 14. 6 seconds. Switched on by McNeil.
Got the screen.
Pulls the three.
Oh.
And the rebound's taken by Cahill, and that'll do it. And look out, cheerleaders. 32-21, Trenton on top. They've got an 11-point lead here at the half. We'll keep it here. Fish has to calculate his stats very quickly.
Yes.
Because he's got bell choir practice to get to. But first, he's got the all-important Fish stats.
Yes, and if anyone wants to see why I'm leaving, you can show up at the First Presbyterian Church in Hamilton Square on February 15th at 10 a.m.
Not sponsored, by the way.
Not sponsored, no. But you will be able to see me perform.
I'm going to be there, Fish. Don't worry. I'll be in the front row.
I would love to see you there, pal.
Me and Colin, we're going to get like tickets, VIP tickets for the first row. We'll be there cheering you on. We'll live stream it on our phones. How about that?
I don't know if I would go that far.
We'll put it all over social media and tag you.
Yeah. Well, our director puts it up on Facebook. But I'm sure that your tags will be saying a little different than hers.
We'll be able to reach a different demographic. How
yes,
about that?
A very different demographic. You are right about that. Okay, I'm almost done here. Just doing the shooting. 1, 2, 3.
Fish is calculating and tabulating as we speak. You don't realize how much work goes into this segment.
No.
For everybody at home.
Almost done. Let's see. Trenton, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Might I say, it's very impressive for you to ad-lib during this halftime segment while calculating up these statistics.
Yes. Yeah, giving the bell choir a little plug, and you know.
While we wait, getting a good look at the cheerleaders putting on their performance here at halftime.
2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 10, 15, 16, 17, 1, 2, 4, 10, 12, 13.
Tell you what, Fish, the cheerleaders have quite the crowd gathered here at the front of the bleachers watching them perform.
All right, I am ready.
All right, take it
so
away, buddy.
Let's start with the scoring. For Lawrence, Marvin McNeil leading away with 9 points. Michael Carrick with 6. Josh Wilson has 3. Elijah Ale with 2. Cardinals shooting just 7 for 21 from the field. That's 33%. 6 for 8 from the line. and 12 turnovers. Part of the reason why they are down by a point. Wait, 21. What am I'm
down by 11 points.
Yeah, I'm missing a point. Now.
Oh, no.
What do you have for Lawrence? Now, all that, and I'm missing a point.
I think you got it right there, Fish.
No, my points add up to 20 for Lawrence. 9, 18, 20. What do you have? I have Carrick for 6, Wilson 3, McNeil 9, and Ale 2. What do you have?
Well, the scary part is I have the exact same.
Yeah,
we're broadcasters, not mathematicians.
I don't
okay?
have a 21st point here in my running, unless somebody made a foul shot that I missed. Okay, well, you had the same thing. All right, well, whatever. For Trenton, Ave Ingram, 14 points. Caleb Smith with 4, Jaden English Fulton with 4, Juan Sanchez with 8, Donald Jackson with 2, Caleb Smith and Jaden English Fulton with 6 rebounds apiece. McNeil has 5 for the Cardinals. Tornadoes with 7 turnovers, and Trenton has out-rebounded the Cardinals 20-17. So I don't know. I hope now they have Lawrence with 23 points. And you have 20. Now they have it at 20.
There we go.
Right.
So we were correct.
Yeah, I can leave in good faith. So, fellas, I hate to bail, but I'll see you next week. And put that 15th on your calendar. I expect to see you in the front row.
We will be there, Fish. Don't you worry.
And I'll have my spies out there seeing exactly what was said about me in the second half.
Well, while Rich Fisher graciously exits the building, we've got about 5.5 minutes to go until we can get this second half underway. Trenton on top by 12, 32-20. As you can see on your screen, Rich Fisher currently exiting the building. He's still chopping it up with some others. But we'll step aside. We'll be back with the third quarter of action. Trenton and Lawrence, very valuable power points on the line here at senior night when we come back on WBCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Hi, this is Mike Missinelli inviting you to join me live at the Temperance House in the heart of Newtown, PA for our big game preview show, Thursday, February 5th at 5 p.m. We'll be video streaming live on YouTube at WBCB Sports and on Pattison, where you can ask me questions, give me your thoughts, and stop by to have some of the best happy hour options in Bucks County at the Temperance House. So come, join me, Mike Missinelli, Thursday, February 5th, 5 p.m. for our big game preview show live from the Temperance House in Newtown, PA.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBSports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Today's game is brought to you as a public service by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office. The Prosecutor's Office has immediate openings for attorneys who have been admitted to practice in New Jersey to serve as assistant prosecutors. If you're passionate about public safety and justice for all, we invite you to join our team and make an impact in your community. Mayor Reed Gashura of the City of Trenton would like to take this opportunity to welcome all students back to school and wish them the best of luck this school term, and wish the Tornadoes the best of luck on the court. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. And speaking of the Trentonian, we've got Rich Fisher, the starting pitcher. He's been taken out. And Kyle Franco of the Trentonian coming in relief. How you doing, buddy?
In the front, into your bullpen, deep into your bullpen. Or since we're basketball, deep into your bench tonight, looking for some three-point shooting.
We're going to the 15th and final player on the bench. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's good to be here courtside. Two of the top teams in the CVC tonight. A lot on the line. I'm sure you guys hit it off the top. Lawrence can secure the #1 seed for the CVC tournament, but going to need a big second half. Cards trail by 12.
Yeah, and that was the second half. Or first half really dominated by Trenton right from the jump. Got out to that quick 10-3 lead. Juan Sanchez knocked down a couple of threes. And then Ave Ingram really took over. 14 points. He's got a pair of triples and a putback dunk that certainly got this crowd off its feet.
Yeah, I thought Trenton, right from the start tonight, was the aggressor and set the tone and set the tempo. They got off to that great start. And you mentioned Ingram. I thought he in particular was terrific in that first half. I loved his aggressive mindset tonight. You said he knocked down a couple threes. He also had a real great drive to the basket where he put his shoulder down and made up his mind ahead of time. I'm getting there, and nobody's going to stop me.
And we did have that scoring issue figured out. It is 32-20. The scoreboard showed 32-21 going into the break, but Trenton with that 12-point lead. Sanchez right to work and gets the easy 2. Sanchez joining Ave Ingram in double figures now with 10. This 14-point lead matches the largest of the night for the Tornadoes. LaFontaine kicks it out. Carrick, reset, fires the 3, hoping for the foul. He didn't get it. And then Ingram gave it up. McNeil pumps, fires, doesn't get the roll. Rebound Smith, his 7th of the game. Ingram puts his head down. Whitaker a 3. Around and out. Rebound taken by the little guy, Sanchez. And another turnover. Both teams with major turnover troubles in that first half as Michael Carrick uses the reverse.
Yeah, particularly Lawrence early on. I thought the Cards were way too loose with the ball. You can't come in here into Tornado Alley and be soft with the ball, and I thought that was a major problem for Lawrence in the first half.
That's the way teams have beaten Trenton. That's the way that Hopewell Valley did it. It's the way that Pennington kept it close. They didn't turn the ball over a whole lot. As Smith tries to play some bully ball inside, he's fouled on the floor by Daniel LaFontaine.
And I thought Trenton just won all the 50-50 balls in that first half. They were first on the floor to everything, and were able to generate a lot of second chances as well on the offensive glass. Those are the kind of things that win you these kind of games. Inside
they go. Caleb Smith left it short. Rebound out of bounds. and they're keeping it with the Tornadoes.
And Trenton certainly has the size advantage with Caleb Smith inside, and then Ave Ingram with his athleticism can also get on the glass. We saw it with the big putback dunk in the second quarter.
Caleb Smith has those 4 points and the 7 rebounds. Playing some of the best basketball of his career. Double figures in 5 of his last 6, 6 of his last 8. Talked about it in the first half. He's going to be one of the main returning players for Daryl Young's squad next season. Juan Sanchez able to get it back. Whitaker, the putback, it's up and good.
And that's what we were just talking about, Jordan, right? Those 50-50 balls on the floor. Sanchez got down first, keeps that possession alive. Can't get the layup to go, but then what happens? Nobody there for Lawrence to box out on the backside, and his teammate gets a putback.
And Jeffrey Molinelli has been very frustrated over on that Lawrence bench. He calls another timeout, gives me a chance to remind you that you can make 2026 the year you get in shape at the Capital Area YMCA, 431 Pennington Avenue in Trenton. Exercise for your health, fitness, strength, flexibility, well-being, and confidence. You can call 609-599-9622 or visit capitalymca.org for more information. Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community is Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They've got it all, new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks, and a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford here yesterday, here today, here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business.
Well, Jordan, we're almost 2 minutes into the third quarter. Trenton, 14-point lead. I thought the first 4 minutes here were going to be so key for Lawrence, right? You had to come out and establish yourself and show that, you were going to compete here and get back into the game. And so far, Trenton has done a good job of extending this lead.
They've done a nice job keeping Lawrence at arm's length all night. Carrick too strong on that corner 3. Rebound saved momentarily, but right to Trenton. Ingram, the no-look pass. It made its way to Jasir Whitaker. No good on the layup, and McNeil settles it down for the Cardinals. Now he wants to push. McNeil, transition 3, off the heel. Tracks it back down in front of his bench. LaFontaine spinning on Smith. Nearly knocked it away. McNeil thought about the deep one. Cahill will take it and connect. Quinn Cahill gets on the board with a triple.
Yeah, Cards really needed that shot from Quinn Cahill, and good decision by Marvin McNeil not to launch the NBA 3. 2 extra passes later, they get an even better look from Cahill at the straight on.
Cahill's been a bit of an inconsistent scorer this year. Now he's got 3 points. When he scores over 2 this year, Lawrence 8-1. So perhaps a very key tray that time from Cahill. Here's English Fulton. Scored 4 points early in the first quarter, nothing since. Ingram, the fadeaway, no rebound. Fought for Smith and Wilson. We've got a jump ball. And the possession arrow is in favor of Lawrence.
Offensive glass again, though. And this is a held ball, and Lawrence is going to get it on the alternating possession, but nobody put a body on Caleb Smith. They're crashing in for the offensive rebound, right? If there's a guy who you have to find, it would be Caleb Smith. He's the biggest dude on the floor.
And it's interesting, too, because Lawrence actually has the height to contend with him. Guys like McNeil, LaFontaine, Josh Wilson. But Smith has been able to do anything he wants on that offensive glass. LaFontaine to McNeil. There's the NBA 3. It was short. Wilson, the O board, and a beautiful pump fake to get the layup. And then Ingram gave it up, and these turnover problems that reared their ugly head for Trenton in the second quarter continuing here out of the break.
Well, Fulton English, I wonder, the fan was walking by and wearing a black jacket. I wonder if he saw that out of his corner of his eye and thought it was a teammate.
Right in the middle of everything, certainly here in high school basketball. Fans right along the sideline as Cahill, same spot, different result on that triple. And then Ingram's fouled off the rebound. Deacon Moore will come back in. And Kyle, I think if Lawrence, if they want to be able to make this comeback, you got to be able to capitalize whenever Trenton gives you the ball, because they've been turning it over at will. Cardinals were able to make some inroads in that second quarter. But you see Trenton, whenever they're valuing the basketball, they're scoring pretty consistently.
Yeah, you gotta be under 10 at the end of the third quarter if you're Lawrence.
That one was nearly knocked away. Sanchez, no. Rebound Ingram. Third opportunity now for Ave, and he lays it in.
Offensive glass again, and that Ingram's just got a free release all the way from the three-point line in to rebound that ball. You've got to find him, and you've got to check him out with your body before he can get to the offensive glass.
The CVC's leading scorer, he's up to 16 now. Cahill finds Moore. Now Wilson, blitzed by Whitaker. Trenton just denying Lawrence any penetration. McNeil, a rush triple that was well strong. Beautiful look ahead. Sanchez got it to go, and the foul.
What do they say about long shots? It's basically a turnover, right? Long shot, long rebound, and there go the Tornadoes the other way, and it's a +1 for Juan Sanchez.
And then, of course, there's Ave Ingram, who's really mastered that outlet pass this season. The wide receiver on the football field. He's the quarterback here on the hardwood.
Yeah, it's just a poor shot decision from McNeil that time. Led to that run out.
Sanchez, no, then it's tipped up and in by Donald Jackson, and that becomes a 4-point possession. And just like that, the Tornadoes have their largest lead at 15.
Yeah, Trenton's just working harder.
Cahill tried to blow by, but couldn't. Whitaker stuck with him. Good look inside. Wilson can't finish. Got his own miss. Follow, no. Rebound, Davidson. Fought for underneath. And they're going to say it was out of bounds, last hit by Trenton, and Lawrence gets away with that.
That's tough. You're trying to come back, and 2 missed layups for the Cards. Every little possession matters when you're trying to get back into this game.
The Cardinals have done a nice job since the first quarter limiting turnovers. And their defense has kind of followed suit. The problem is on the offensive end, they really haven't found any consistency. This Trenton defense been playing real tight really the entire way through. This is Cahill finding Moore one-on-one with Ingram. Back out Cahill. Tries to go by Davidson. Beautiful look inside. McNeil finishes it off. McNeil's up to 11. And the Tornadoes give it right back.
Oh, that was much better from Lawrence. Cahill, good things always happen when your feet touch paint as a guard. Gets in there, draws the help defender, able to drop it off to McNeil for the layup.
The reverse paint, of course, here in Tornado Alley. Cahill, who hasn't really gotten unlocked. He's got 8 points. He's had to work for all of them. Or make that Carrick, rather. This is Cahill. Out to Moore. Cardinals looking to get some more penetration. Ale provides it and banks it home. The Notre Dame transfer, he's up to 4, matching his season average. Deficit's down to 11. Lawrence looking for a stop. Good crossover move, but then a turnover. McNeil, the run out. Got it to go, and the foul. A big boy bucket from Marvin McNeil, and a chance to cut this deficit down to 8.
Yeah, it really was. McNeil, good anticipation to jump the passing lane, and then the finish through the contact. That's exactly maybe the kind of spark the Cards needed. That's 6 straight for Lawrence after Trenton took its largest lead at 15.
And just like that, McNeil has 13 points.
Well, he can get it going in a hurry. We've seen that before.
He scored in double figures in all but 1 game this year. McNeil, who came into this game by his standards struggling, averaging just 12.8 in his last 6. He converts the free throw. And so a 15-point deficit has become an 8-point deficit in about 60 seconds.
Hey, you see, Lawrence, you need another stop at a score, and then you feel like you're really back in the game.
Yeah, this is where Trenton has done a good job not letting the Cardinals get any closer. Whenever they get it to within 7 or 8, they've done a nice job to hit a bucket, and Juan Sanchez can't do it there, but English Fulton cleans up his miss.
Yeah, offensive glass again.
First points for Jadon English Fulton since early in the first. Under a minute to play, third quarter. Cardinals looking to finish this frame strong. Trenton looking for another key defensive stop as Carrick drives inside. And he was the last to hit it, as the Tornadoes continue to do a nice job on the second leading scorer for Lawrence, Michael Carrick. Tornadoes still alive for the #1 seed in the CVC tournament. They need a win here and some help by Camden Eastside against Ewing. We got a foul away from the play. Lawrence, of course, if they're able to make this comeback, it would be pretty much set in stone that they get that first round bye in next weekend's tournament. Next week's tournament, I should say, with the first round beginning on Tuesday, quarterfinals Thursday.
And those brackets will be finalized tomorrow morning, so they'll take all the results from around the state, which will shift the PowerPoints around, and then they will use the PowerPoints to seed the tournament.
Cahill with good hands. Sanchez re-corralled. Sanchez splits the double. Here's Whitaker. He's got 2. Make it 4. Jasir Whitaker, the freshman on senior night, going to work underneath.
Yeah, terrific move from Whitaker there.
Carrick, float game is good, and the foul. And just as we were talking about Michael Carrick being held under wraps, he's up into double figures and a chance at a 3-point play.
Now Lawrence is going to need him in the fourth quarter if it's going to pull this comeback off. Because we know what Marvin McNeil can do and how hot he can get. But Lawrence is going to need a second guy here if it's going to get back in this game.
For Lawrence, their goal's got to be to get to 55 points. 12-0 when they score 55 or more, 3-5 when held under that mark. Still time for Trenton, 2 seconds. English Fulton gave it up. Ingram got it off. Oh! Halfway down and out that time for Ave Ingram. And after 3 quarters of play here inside Tornado Alley, Trenton holding a 9-point lead, 46-37. We'll step aside, 24 minutes down, 8 to go. Back with the fourth quarter right after this on WBCB.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
2026 is here, and just around the corner is another summer filled with Trenton Thunder baseball. Full and half-season ticket memberships as well as multi-game packages are on sale now for the 2026 season. Morrisville Chiropractic provides quick and effective pain relief through natural healing. At Morrisville Chiropractic on 632 Crown Street, they pledge to make you, the patient, part of their chiropractic family. They're open Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 3 to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, 1 to 6 p.m. Visit MorrisvilleChiropracticCenter.com. Coming to Hamilton Township, the original DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza. Third-generation family member Tyler DiLorenzo brings back the family recipes his great-grandfather created in 1938 when they started their tomato pie. Soon to be open at 147 Sloan Avenue in Hamilton Township. Alongside our reliever, Kyle Franco, into the game for Rich Fisher, I'm Jordan Hirsch. 46-37, Trenton on top. They've led pretty much the entire way through. Looking to finish off what would be a real big win for them over the current #1 seed in the CVC tournament, Lawrence, as we get set for that tournament in just 6 days from now.
Yeah, 17-14 Lawrence in that third quarter, so they got the deficit under 10.
And Sanchez knocks down the triple, his third of the night. Sanchez is up to 15, and the lead is right back up to 12, just like that.
Right on cue, you're right back where you started.
Trenton's half-court offense looking much better than it's been these last couple of weeks. Juan Sanchez, of course, a major part of that. Cahill, nice pass inside. Carrick forced to retreat. Whitaker all over him. McNeil against Sanchez, opts for the fadeaway and can't get it to drop.
Don't fade there. You're bigger and stronger. Go right at him on the block.
Yeah, Marvin McNeil, we don't have official measurements, but just looking, at least 6'3", 6'4". He's going against the 5'8" Juan Sanchez.
He's bigger and stronger than Juan Sanchez, and you bailed him out a little bit by shooting that fadeaway, right? That's if I'm guarding a bigger guy on the block, that's the shot I want you to take.
English Fulton, the spin move, the foul, and 2 at the line coming now for Jadon English Fulton, who's certainly having a much better outing tonight. Just 6 points, but considering in his last 2 games, held to just 2 total. English Fulton's got to be feeling pretty good about the performance he's shown so far. He's a 66% free throw shooter who comes up empty on the first. English Fulton actually in his last 12 games shooting the free throws at a much better clip. He's up to 77% in that time frame. And I mention that because prior, in his first 7 games of the year, he was at just 48%. 0 for 2 right there, however, but he tracks down his own miss, and he gets the 2 points on the layup.
Right, if you're Lawrence, that can't happen. Right, the free throw shooter cannot rebound his own miss and then go lay it up.
And then Amos Whitfield can't answer on the other end. Numbers now for Trenton. Good defense by Carrick. Sanchez got it back, and the easiest 2 points of Jadon English Fulton's high school career right there. And just like that, 3 tornadoes in double figures. English Fulton with 10, Sanchez with 15, Ingram with 16, and another timeout used by Jeffrey Molinelli. That gives me a chance to remind you that today's game is being brought to you as a public service by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office. The Prosecutor's Office has immediate openings for attorneys who have been admitted to practice in New Jersey to serve as assistant prosecutors. If you're passionate about public safety and justice for all, we invite you to join our team and make an impact in your community. Mayor Reed Gashiora of the City of Trenton would like to welcome all students back to school and wish them the best of luck this school term and wish the Tornadoes the best of luck on the court. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. "16-point game, largest advantage of the evening for Trenton, with 6:33 to go. This Lawrence team that they're 15-5. They've won 8 straight, winners of 11 of their last 12. They've done it mainly on the defensive end during this 8-game win streak, allowing under 45 points per game. They haven't allowed a team to score over 65 all season. Now they need their offense to step up and step up in a big way. Amos Whitfield was in all sorts of trouble that time, and he got bailed out with a foul. They're going to get Jasir Whitaker that time.
Well, it's teetering right now, right? Real danger time for Lawrence. You feel like Trenton's looking for the knockout punch.
This is what Trenton has done all season, right? They played very well in the first half, don't get me wrong, but it's been the second half, specifically the fourth quarter, where they've really gotten some separation on teams. LaFontaine, who's been quieted by Caleb Smith, and Smith just fouled him there. And now Daniel LaFontaine a chance to get his first points of the night.
And Lawrence won that third quarter and got it back under 10 to a 9-point game, and you're like, okay, if you can get a stop in a score, you can put some real game pressure on Trenton. But give all the credit to the Tornadoes because they came out, they kind of regrouped, and again, were the aggressors at the start of this fourth quarter.
LaFontaine, just a 30% foul shooter, misses the first. And yeah, they had that and one by McNeil off the fast break. It cut it to an 8-point game. And then just credit Juan Sanchez, right? He answered right back with a big 2, knocked down a nothing but net 3 to start this quarter, and that really set the tone. Trenton has kind of delivered that message that, hey, Lawrence, you guys can get close, you guys can chip away, but don't expect to be able to get really back into this game. Tornadoes in control, but they give it away. Carrick underneath, and quick 3 points that time for the Cardinals. All of a sudden, Michael Carrick has 13, and that's the deficit right now. Tornadoes got to make sure to play clean. As that time they say Carrick reached from behind to commit the foul. But this is also where we've seen Trenton get a little sloppy, not just in this game, but at other points during the season. They've gotten big leads, and they've been able to hang on to them, but sometimes it probably doesn't look the way that Darrell Young Sr. would like it. And right there, Carrick wrestles with Sanchez. McNeil comes up with the loose ball and lays it home. And a quick 5 now, and the deficit is 11.
Right, and again, Lawrence just sort of hanging around at arm's length, but they got to stack stops and scores.
Whitaker, the baseline drive. English Fulton with the layup. And again, right when the Cardinals go on a bit of a run, Trenton gets an easy basket. McNeil tangled up and fouled that time by Sanchez. We'll see if they call it on the shot.
Well, I think that's going to be on the floor.
And you are correct. It's the 3rd team foul against Trenton. So one more in there at the limit with still 5:05 to go. Cahill's looking for help. McNeil thought about it, steps back and takes it, and again, way off for McNeil. Offensive rebound, though. Carrick against JEF, crosses him up, drives inside and gets fouled. So Michael Carrick, the 70% foul shooter, he'll step to the stripe for a pair.
Right, and get to the free throw line, a chance to score without the clock moving.
Splashdown on the first for Michael Carrick. Haven't really gotten a chance to talk about his defense as much this game, but he's a guy who averages nearly 3 steals a game. He had 8 on Sunday in their win over West Hampton Tech.
I actually think Carrick has settled into this game. I thought early on some of the pressure maybe had him rattled a little bit, and he's kind of felt his way into this game. He started to score and give Lawrence some points offensively.
Again, Trenton got a little sloppy that time, but McNeil on the deck because he was going for the steal ends up tripping up Sanchez for the foul.
Sorry, Jordan. Sometimes when you come in here, like, you can watch it on film and talk about it, but you have to actually feel the pressure that Trenton is putting on you, and it takes a little bit of time to adjust to that.
Yeah, of course, Trenton plays this very unique style. They want to create chaos. English Fulton can't hit but a foul. And again, just another chance for Trenton right underneath the hoop. So Jadon English Fulton, after a quiet first half, those 4 points, he's now got 9 since the break. A guy who averages just over 13 points per game. He was playing really well before these last 2 contests, averaging over 18 a night in his previous 9. And this is the Jadon English Fulton we're used to seeing. 13-point game. Carrick puts the shoulder down that time. Got his own miss. Feeds LaFont. And again, just the Cardinals way out of sorts on the offensive end.
And you mentioned English Fulton. I wonder how much of that, too, was Trenton played those 2 games without Ingram and Sanchez, where all of a sudden he went from being the 3rd guy to the top guy on the scouting report.
The Cardinals force a turnover here. Numbers for Lawrence. Carrick taking on contact. Counted and 1. Well, just like that, Michael Carrick is the leading scorer for this game. He's got back-to-back 17-point performances.
He's had a good second half. He's up to 11 points in the second half.
Averages 12 points, just under 3 rebounds, make it 18 for the senior guard Carrick.
Again, Jordan, it's a 10-point game, right? If Lawrence could get a stop and a score, a stop and a score.
Quick shot that time, and English Fulton way off.
Darrell Young did not like that shot.
They feed it ahead. Here comes Amos Whitfield, and there's Ave Ingram coming out of nowhere with the block. Oh, Whitaker slipped and gave it away. Carrick, no, as he tried to turn that into a lob. And now Daryl Young wants a timeout to settle everything down. With 3:44 to play, Trenton on top by 10. We'll step aside. Be back right after this on WBCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community is Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They've got it all new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks, and a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford, here yesterday, here today, here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. Kind of a wild last couple of sequences before we went to break. Trenton still on top by 10. Ave Ingram with a massive block.
He wows you once a night, twice tonight with some of the things he can do on the court, man, when he, gets up in the air. So athletic.
And the Tornadoes turn it over right off the timeout, and that's not going to make Daryl Young Sr. very happy.
Not out of a timeout, it won't.
Yeah, to your point there, Kyle, about Ave Ingram, it seems like he's got to highlight real play every time the Tornadoes take the court.
Well, I think in football, weren't 10 of his 17 catches touchdowns this year or something like that?
Yeah, he was very efficient on the gridiron. As Carrick can't hit from the free throw line, good hustle, he's got it back. Step back, thought about the three, and more good defense that time by Whitaker. This is Blake Amos Whitfield being harassed by Jackson. Good job by the Tornadoes, just not allow any penetration. McNeil in a double team, dives on the deck, and a whistle and a tie-up is called. The possession arrow, it's in favor of the Cardinals.
McNeil was trying to do it all himself that time, and probably a little bit of over-dribbling. And they're fortunate that the possession arrow is in their favor.
Tornadoes looking to close out these final 3 minutes, keep their shot at a #1 seed alive. And I think that Jeffrey Molinelli burned his timeout right there. So the teams will head back to their huddles. We'll step aside, 2:57 to go. Still a 10-point lead for Trenton.
Hi, this is Mike Missinelli inviting you to join me live at the Temperance House in the heart of Newtown, PA for our big game preview show, Thursday, February 5th at 5 p.m. We'll be video streaming live on YouTube at WBCB Sports and on Pattison, where you can ask me questions, give me your thoughts, and stop by to have some of the best happy hour options in Bucks County at the Temperance House. So come, join me, Mike Missinelli, Thursday, February 5th, 5 p.m. for our big game preview show live from the Temperance House in Newtown, PA.
Back to action here from the state's capital. Tornadoes on top by 10. Both teams right now just got to find a way to settle it down. The Tornadoes keep giving the ball away as they try to get this one to the finish line. As for Lawrence, they've just had real trouble breaking down this feisty Tornado defensive attack. Here comes Carrick, gives it up. Wilson out to McNeil, thought about it. Carrick couldn't handle it, and that's a backcourt violation.
It kind of sums up Lawrence's day, doesn't it?
Yeah, I thought early in that possession there, Carrick had a chance to get to the rack and maybe get some contact, get fouled. Instead, opted for the pass, and then after that, Trenton's defense really locked it down. Sanchez, he's working on 15 right now. English Fulton doubled, and another timeout called. I'll let you know that coming to Hamilton Township is the original DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza. Third-generation family member Tyler DiLorenzo brings back the family recipes his great-grandfather created in 1938 when they started their tomato pie. Soon to be open at 147 Sloan Avenue in Hamilton Township, you'll be able to enjoy Tyler DiLorenzo's iconic Trenton tomato pie, along with their other tasty soups, sandwiches, and other traditional family delicacies. If you want to enjoy them now, visit their Levittown location in the Vermilion Square Shopping Center, 8919 New Falls Road, open Tuesday through Sunday for lunch and dinner, and look for our new location opening soon at 147 Sloan Avenue in Hamilton Township. DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza is also proud to support our local high school students on and off the field and wishes them the best of luck. Feels like it's been 57-47 for about 15 minutes. Got the feeling the Tornadoes maybe just a bucket or two away from sealing this one and ending the Cardinals' 8-game win streak.
If I was Lawrence, I'm down 10 here. I got to steal.
That's what they've been doing a lot in this fourth quarter. Now got to finish it off, and Carrick does count it and one. Michael Carrick has taken over this game for the Cardinals. He's up to 20.
Now, Carrick is keeping Lawrence in this game. I was just about to suggest that when you're down 10 and you get to about the 2-minute mark, because there's no shot clock in New Jersey, maybe if you're Lawrence, you think about fouling anybody who's not Ingram or Sanchez when they touch it.
Yeah, those are the two guys that really carry the load at the free throw line, but outside of that, Trenton not the greatest free throw shooting team as Michael Carrick knocks it down. He's now got 21 for Lawrence, and the deficit is 7. This is as close as the Cardinals have been really since early in the first quarter. Tornadoes got to do a better job valuing the basketball. Sanchez doubled, no whistle, got it to Hernandez. English Fulton got it to go and one. What a response from JEF.
Trenton has had to answer every time Lawrence has made a little mini run and it looks like the Cards are going to get back into this game. Trenton has had an answer, whether it be Sanchez, Ingram, or English Fulton, one of their big three.
And that's why it's paramount that you don't fall behind whenever you're taking on this Trenton team, because three really capable scorers. Ingram, he's going to get rewarded with 2 at the line, and he deserves that. The headband went flying off that time for Ave. And it seems like, Kyle, off of some of these missed free throws for Trenton, they've been the ones to get more offensive rebounds than the Cardinals have defensive rebounds.
Yeah, it's just Lawrence, a poor job of blocking out. And then, look, Trenton's got some big athletic guys, too, who are aggressive in going to the glass. Right, I mean, Ave Ingram is a hard guy to block out because of his size and athleticism.
Looking to split the pair at the line, can't. And that time it's Wilson grabbing the rebound, but then they call a jump. And it'll go right back to Trenton. So now even when the Cardinals are able to get possession off the missed free throw, immediately tied up. The Cardinals have certainly had their fair share of opportunities. Ave Ingram straight on bully ball, missed the layup, got it back, got it, and one. That might be the dagger. Ave Ingram, he's up to 18 points on his senior night. And they've very well put this one out of reach.
All night long, the Tornadoes have attacked the offensive glass and created second chance opportunities, right? And a lot of times, if you're a shooter, if you miss, you have the best shot at going up and go, because right, you see it's coming up, you see where it is, and you can attack that offensive rebound. But just that hard work on the offensive glass all night long has been one of the big differences in the game.
Ingram playing some great defense as well. Couldn't knock that one off of Carrick, but still, just this Tornadoes defense giving Lawrence no room to breathe whenever they get the ball. You see it again right here. Sanchez against McNeil, who got it to go that time. So Marvin McNeil, he's had to work, but he's got 18. It's down to 10. Cardinals going for the steal. Hernandez back to Sanchez. Let's see if Lawrence fouls. Nothing yet. English Fulton, this might be the guy you want to put at the line.
Yeah, I think you got a foul if you're Lawrence here.
Nice crossover move, and he turned it over. So under a minute to go, Cardinals down 10 with possession. McNeil going to work against Sanchez, got him in the air and got the foul call.
I still think you have to foul if you're I know you got the turnover there, but I think you look here.
You lost about 15 seconds as a result.
Right, now you're going to pick up here, and you're going to, assuming McNeil will make or miss, but hopefully he makes them so you score without time coming off the clock. You're going to pick up full court, but I think then once Trenton breaks, if Trenton breaks the pressure and you don't get a steal, you have to foul.
Well, Marvin McNeil's about as good as they come at the free throw line. Again, an 80% foul shooter. So he's got 19 points as he continues to play well against Trenton for his career. Scored 17 against them last year, 14 his sophomore season. And make it 20 on the night for the reigning Mercer County Player of the Year. Lawrence is going to have to foul. Let's see how quickly they do it. Sanchez down to 40 seconds now. And they end up fouling Juan Sanchez. Not what they were hoping for, but you know that, of course, Trenton's game plan is just keep it in the hands of number 3 and number 5.
Right, and that's not the guy you want to foul if you're Lawrence.
Yeah, Sanchez, the top free throw shooter on this team, 78.5%. Hit some cold-blooded free throws at the end of the game yesterday against Pennington. And he knocks down his first right there, rebuilding the lead to 9. Short on that one. Lawrence has to get the rebound now. Battled for into the student section, and it was last hit by the Cardinals. And those rebounding woes off of free throws continue. Lob it into Ingram. Still a 9-point game.
You got a foul.
Yeah, they're letting precious seconds come off the clock. Under 30 seconds now. Ingram fouled way out at the timeline by Carrick. And how about the Tornadoes, right? Of course, they dealt with the 2 games that Juan Sanchez and Ave Ingram were out, but their last 5 games probably not playing the style of basketball that Darrell Young Sr. had hoped for. Tonight you go up against the Lawrence Cardinals, who are a team built on defense, came into this one second in the Valley Division in opponents' points per game. And the Tornadoes have done a nice job to get back to their old ways of turning turnovers into easy buckets. And their half-court offense, it didn't look too shabby as well, as Josh Wilson gets the run-out layup. They break the press here. English Fulton, and that layup should be the dagger as JEF gets up to 18, down to just 3 seconds left. McNeil gives it up. Carrick got it off. That'll do it. The Tornadoes end the Cardinals' 8-game win streak and remain alive in the hunt for the #1 seed in the CVC tournament. It now kind of all depends on what happens with Ewing as they take on Camden Eastside later tonight. But I'll tell you what, Kyle, if this is a preview of a CVC semifinal game or even the CVC championship game, there should be a lot of high-quality basketball here in Mercer County over the next couple of weeks.
And I thought Trenton had a point to prove tonight, right? The Tornadoes wanted to come out. They have a win over Ewing already. They knew what was at stake as well and had a chance with their full lineup. I think to remind people who the best team in the CVC is going into the tournament. I think we've established, based on the results this year, it's Trenton, right? Trenton is the favorite going into the CVC tournament. I thought Tornadoes threw the first punch tonight. They were the aggressor right from the opening tip, kind of set that tone, got a big lead, and then really kept Lawrence at arm's length, that sort of 8 to 12 points the rest of the way. And every time the Cards kind of made a mini run, Trenton had the answer, and that's the sign of a good team too, that Trenton didn't let this get down into a thing where all of a sudden it's a 5-point game, a 4-point game, a 3-point game, and was able to put it away.
Well, today's game on WBCB, it's been brought to you by Kessel Dermatology, the Capital Health System, Team Toyota, the Revere Restaurant, the New Jersey Education Association, the Temperance House, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, the City of Trenton, the Trentonian, the Capital Area YMCA, Haldeman Ford, the Trenton Thunder, Morrisville Chiropractic, DiLorenzo's Pizza, and Hyundai of Trenton. Our player of the game, we're going to get a chance to talk to Ave Ingram on his senior night. Make sure you follow WBCB on Instagram, on YouTube Shorts, as well as Facebook. We'll post that interview shortly following the conclusion of this broadcast. Well, now one final time for the entire crew here from the state's capital. For Colin Summer, our producer, for my two broadcast partners tonight, Rich Fisher and Kyle Franco in the Trenton Media Department, helping us out with the camera work. My name's Jordan Hirsch, saying thank you for watching and have a great night, everybody.